Water for People has been working in Rwanda since 2008 and partners with the government, local authorities, communities, businesses, and other stakeholders to provide sustainable, safe water, sanitation facilities, and hygiene education to communities and public institutions in 5 districts. In May 2010, the Rulindo Challenge was launched, an ambitious plan to bring water access and sanitation services to the entire district population. 10 years later, we celebrated the success of reaching all villages with full infrastructure coverage, reaching over 330,000 people. The success of the Rulindo Challenge has led to over 1,020,000 people in 5 districts now having access to clean water and sanitation services. Water infrastructure has been improved in communities, schools, and healthcare facilities. Today, we're sharing some reflections on this achievement and looking forward to see how we are transitioning from the Rulindo Challenge to the Rwanda Challenge, the next phase of national impact.
My name is Cate Nimanya, Regional Director for Africa. I'm based here in Uganda. Glad to be here.
I'm called Eugene Dusingizumuremyi. I'm the country director of Water for People in Rwanda.
My name is Cate Verlaan, and I am the Chief Growth Officer for Water for People. I was at Water for People 10 years ago, and this is when the Rulindo Challenge first started. And I remember how everyone at Water for People and everyone around us was saying, this is going to be impossible because we were moving from doing just, water projects to covering an entire district. And I recently went to Rulindo with Water for People and noticed it's not just any district, it's one of the most mountainous regions you could possibly imagine. So I remember way back when, 10 years ago, when the Rulindo Challenge almost seemed like Mission Impossible. And now, look, 1 million people and so much success.
Myself, I joined Water for People back in 2012. And the whole organization was really excited about the move to the district-wide. So to me, I thought it might be possible, but I was really not sure. But as someone who has been a part of that journey, I found that it's really possible. It's really the only way to get there. We actually, it's really good to have like planning tools, guiding all the partners to plan together, then partnership, and actually making sure that the donors, they understand what you're really doing, then they can just be informed. And so I think with the donation we got from different donors and the support from the government, so that all those supports actually made this challenge to happen.
The success of the Rulindo Challenge has led to its replication in other Water for People countries like Malawi, Uganda, Tanzania, very recent, like a year ago, with many governments and organizations now adopting the Air and Forever model, a blueprint for improving water and sanitation. The EF's model's focus on sustainability is quite exciting. There's co-investment from government, like we've had in the case of Rwanda, community involvement, and long-term planning, which has made it a very powerful tool for transforming water and sanitation systems in countries where Water for People work. So the replication of this model demonstrates that scale is possible and adaptability is very easy, highlighting relevance and impact across different contexts and regions. So it was very easy for many countries because we had the tools, resources, and the vision from our leaders.
maybe to add on what Cate said, looking actually the adoption of Everyone Forever. So maybe focusing on other organizations like water for people. The time we did start in Rulindo, we had World Vision. It used to have like a small wash program just in some of the villages, but this time around they really have like a big wash program, and they adopted actually almost the same model where they adopted the co-financing with the government. And actually it started in Rulindo and actually inspired even World Vision. Now World Vision actually adopted the co-financing, which is really a good way of attracting actually the government and make sure that actually there is ownership and sustainability. I think this is really exciting. So I think having Rulindo as a success, it inspired the government actually to start a new approach similar to Everyone Forever. They call it district-wide approach, which was adopted in the policy, water and sanitation policy back in 2016. So moving from Rulindo challenge to Rwanda challenge, this is really inspiring and exciting. I think this will help actually Rwanda to be the first country in sub-Saharan Africa that can really reach SDGs, because Rwanda is really a committed country, and whenever actually you bring in money, they can match that money, and it becomes a priority of the country. And if you look at actual water and sanitation in the national vision 2050, so the ultimate goal of that vision is to make sure that every Rwandan has access to water by 2030. So supporting that initiative with the government of Rwanda would be amazing. So moving from Rulindo success to Rwanda challenge, making sure that Rwanda is really the first country to meet SDG. I think that is really inspiring and can also inspire other countries in Africa to replicate the same model in Africa.
If I can add to that, why Rwanda, not maybe Uganda or Malawi? All our countries are at different levels in terms of political will, and Rwanda is one of those countries with very high political will. So, leveraging that, we know that it is possible.
So having Rwanda reaching SDGs by 2030, this could be an opportunity for other countries to say, why Rwanda? Why not our countries? And from that success of Rwanda, I think this can really a good way of showcasing that actually reaching SDGs is really possible by investing sustainably and actually making sure that actually wash becomes a top priority, and the political will in terms of prioritizing wash can really become a way actually to attract other countries to do the same as Rwanda did. Rwanda now has what we call the wash investment plans. When you go to all the districts in Rwanda, they have wash investment plan. Rwanda is quite ready to invest, and any investment that should come in wash can be invested effectively because Rwanda has all the planning tools. They know where that investment can be invested in the next remaining years to reach SDG 6 in 2030.
Eugene, was Water for People part of helping those planning tools come together?
Yes, so Water for People was really part and parcel of supporting the wash investment plan. We started with Rulindo, where we stopped the wash investment wash investment plan for Rulindo. When Rulindo challenge became a success, So the Ministry of Infrastructure started the same model, then they request Water for People to support the wash investment plan in other districts in collaboration with other partners, including WaterAid and UNICEF. And recently, we got the funding from the USAID, and we also use the USAID money to fund the remaining wash investment plan in the 10 districts. So, but by 2023, all the districts in Rwanda have wash investment plans, and Rwanda is really ready to invest to be able to reach SDG 6 by 2030. I think the lesson is that actually when you talk to the district mayors, they say that if they can really get the same investment plans for other sectors, it can really accelerate the development of the districts. So we've now watched, they know how much they can invest in the water systems, they know how much they can invest in sanitation, but they really don't know how much they can invest maybe in the construction of laws in housing. So Rulindo challenge, I think, was really inspiring for other sectors as well. So including electricity laws, and now other sectors, I think how they can really have the same plan so that they can really accelerate the development of the country for all the sectors, not only wash.
I'm just curious when, now that Rwanda has made such progress with WASH almost over any other sector, do you think the Rwandan government anticipated the level of benefits that they got, whether it's economic prosperity or, you know, household increase in household income and better health? Do you think they anticipated the results that have happened?
Yeah, I think if you look at now the progress and the vision, Rwanda is aiming to be like the middle income country, if I recall very well, by 2035. And Rwanda is really investing in all the sectors to be able to have that economic growth, starting from the household to the entire country actually. And actually the household is the center of the development. There is no way actually Rwanda can really develop without actual development. And there is no way household can develop without actually water flowing or decent sanitation facility.
Of course, we are excited about the Rwanda challenge, and we really look forward to other partners joining us to be able to support the government of Rwanda. We are doing quite a lot with other partners, One for All Alliance members, IRSC, Water for Good, and our partners under the Isoko Y'Ubuzima, because it's not only about bringing in new resources, but also being effective with what we have. So we are really excited about bringing in efficiencies within the private sector, reducing non-revenue water, being more transparent in the collection of tariffs with a customer management system, engaging banks. So quite a lot of exciting activities going on, not only to improve efficiencies in the sector, but to also serve the unserved population. And what personally I'm excited about is bringing taps to households into their compounds, because much as we've done quite a lot, most of their sources are public water points. But what every girl, I think, wants in this world is to have a tap in their home.
Maybe what I can add is that actually with Water for People approach, with the making sure that the water market systems are really strong, we hope that actually by 2030 with Rwanda challenge, each and every household should have actual water. Should have water actual at the household level, household connection, and actually a decent sanitation as well through sanitation marketing and actually involving private sector to make sure that actually private sector also can invest, or financial institution can really invest in the wash and make sure that each and every household has access to funding required actually to have household connection or any funding required to improve sanitation facilities.